Hi, I'm Jessenth and this is my IIP Review 1. I'm going to be talking about industry standard algorithms. So moving on, how encryption works. Encryption is an interesting piece of technology that works by scrambling data so it's unreadable by the unintended parties. Let's take a look at how it works with the email friendly software PGP, which is Pretty Good Privacy, or GPG for you open source people. Whether it's in transit or resting on your hard drive, encryption works to keep prying eyes out of your data, even if they happen to someone gain access to your network or system. So now we are going to be looking at some major algorithms that are in use today, like the triple DES, RSA, 2FISH, which is the successor of Blowfish, and AES. Relative on to 3DES. Triple DES was designed to replace the original data encryption standard algorithm, which hackers eventually learned to defeat with relative ease. At one time, Triple DES was the recommended standard and the most widely used symmetric algorithm in the industry. Triple DES uses 3 individual keys with 56 bits each. The total key length adds up to 168 bits, but experts would argue that the key strength is more like 112 bits. Despite slowly being phased out, Triple DES still manages to make a dependable hardware encryption solution for financial services and other industries. RSA is a public key encryption algorithm and the standard for encrypting data sent over the internet. It also happens to be one of the methods used in our PGP and GPG programs. Unlike Triple DES, RSA is considered an asymmetric algorithm due to its use of a pair of keys, one public, which is used to encrypt a message, and a private key to decrypt it. This can also be used the other way around. The result of RSA encryption is a huge batch of mumbo jumbo that takes attackers quite a bit of time and processing power to break. 2FISH. Computer security expert Bruce Schneider is the mastermind behind Blowfish and its successor 2FISH. Keys used in this algorithm may be up to 256 bits in length, and as a symmetric technique, only one key is needed. 2FISH is regarded as one of the fastest of its kind and ideal for use in both hardware and software environments. Like Blowfish, 2FISH is also freely available to anyone who wants to use it. As a result, you will find it bundled in encryption programs such as PhotoEncrypt, GPG, and the popular open source software TrueCrypt. AES, which stands for Advanced Encryption Standard, is the algorithm trusted as the standard by the US government and numerous other organizations, both public and private. Although it is extremely efficient in 128-bit form, AES also uses keys of 192 and 256 bits for heavy-duty encryption purposes. AES is largely considered impervious to all attacks, with the exception of brute force, which attempts to decipher messages using all possible combinations in the 128, 192, and 256 ciphers. Still, security experts believe that AES will eventually be hailed as the de facto standard for encrypting data in the private sectors. So, the future of encryption. Cyber attacks are constantly evolving. So, security specialists must stay busy in the lab concocting new schemes to keep them at bay. Expert observers are hopeful that a new method called honey encryption will deter hackers by saving up fake data for every incorrect guess of the key code. This unique approach not only slows attackers down but potentially buries the correct key in a haystack of false hopes. Then there are emerging methods like quantum key distribution, which shares keys embedded in photons over fiber optics that might have viability now and many years into the future as well. So besides that, I have 3 implementations of algorithms in pure Python. This is all sourced from GitHub. So this is AES, this is RSA. We are using prime numbers generated by OpenSSL for the RSA key, which requires like 2048 key algorithms. And then we have 2FISH, which is an implementation bridge from the C library for 2FISH algorithms. We have Beaupré's AES repository in GitHub. This contains an encryption and decryption algorithm for AES in pure Python. It's very slow, but it works. Results have been tested against the NIST standard. It has a CBC mode and with CFV or VNCTR. Then we have the triple DES algorithm. Then there's a simple RSA implementation using Euclidean mathematics. And then there's a 2FISH Python bridge. So these are some of the common algorithms that are used in everyday life. Thank you.